So today we're going to be unboxing the PlayStation Portal Remote Player for PS5. As you pull out the box, it's actually pretty nice. There's a nice color to it. It's actually kind of familiar. And as I look at it more, it seems to be the original PS1 gray color, which is kind of a cool touch. Good on them. Opening it up. Here you got your USB-C power cable without a power adapter. And an instruction manual. And that's pretty much all you get. Again, cool touches on the box, like the symbols there. Onto the PlayStation Portal itself. It feels really, really good, even though it looks kind of funny. Has a great weight. It's a lot sturdier than I thought. Interesting design. Pretty much a DualSense controller split in two with an 8-inch screen in the middle. Let's check out the screen. Nice. Okay, pretty straightforward. Looks good. Up top you got your power button. Looks like a link button. Your volume controls, and it looks like the speakers are also on top. On the back side, over at the bottom, we got the audio jack for your wired headphones and the USB-C port, which is probably just for charging right now. Comparing it to the PS5 DualSense controller, they're very, very similar, although slightly different. The joysticks look a little bit smaller, and it looks even a little bit longer. And then when you bring it down here, give you guys a quick look at kind of what size you're working with this thing. And over here, we're comparing it to the Switch. Obviously a slightly bigger screen. The Switch is a little bit shorter and smaller. All right, now for setup, I kind of sped this part up and cut through some of it because the setup took a while. You're gonna be spending about like 20-ish minutes downloading updates, agreeing, setting it up. Once you're set up, it's gonna give you a QR code that you can scan with your phone. So I'm just grab my iPhone, pretty straightforward. Pretty much picked it up, logged in through the app, and we were ready to go. So then you're gonna sync it to your PS5 console. If you have multiples, you can sync that too, whichever one. So we swipe over. This is kind of an example of the touch controls. It's kind of weird because certain parts of the screen aren't touch. And so when I'm trying to get it to recognize, and you can see I kind of stumbled there a little bit. But then here we go. We picked it up. Searching for the PS5, connecting. Sped this up a little bit too, and we're connected. Once connected, it's pretty instant. Goes right to your PS5 dashboard. And works about as expected. So now we're going to try out some games. So here I started out with Megaman X4 from the Legacy Collection, because it seems like a pretty fast-paced game. A little bit of a stutter at first, kind of getting my bearings on a little bit of a delay. It's not too bad, but you definitely got to adjust to it at first. So it didn't take me too long to kind of get used to it and start rocking through the game. So far so good. This is so cool that I get to play this anywhere. This is pretty awesome. All right, and as for the next game, we are going to jump into Astro's Playroom to check out the haptic feedback. Of course, this is one of the big features, so here we go. Here's where I need the touchpad. Now the touchpads are on the screen. So far it works as expected. But again, you can kind of see me stumble a little bit trying to figure out how to get the touchpads off the screen, only to realize that basically you just leave them alone and they will go away. So going into the Cooling Springs Bot Beach. So right away you feel the haptics. This game is made as a demo for the haptics and feels pretty much the same. I can't say they're 100% one-to-one, but you feel the sand in your feet, you feel the hits. Running over to this area, you feel the sand kind of pushing against you. So overall, pretty awesome. So now I'm going to try downloading a game. And so I went over to my library. Wanted to really test out some of the delays, so I figured, hey, let me download a game while I'm here, see what happens, see if it slows it down. And as expected, things get kind of muddy, and it really comes down almost to a halt. And here's the disconnect. Kind of sucks, but to be expected, I guess. So then I wanted to test something else out. Next game I jumped into was Calibur 6, because I'm actually pretty good at it, but I wanted to try it online, even though I knew it was probably not going to be good. And here, oh, there it goes. Not a great start. It actually, not too bad from a typical match where you're matched up against someone that doesn't have good internet. I also kind of know what I'm doing when it comes to this game. I also think that I was matched up against someone that probably wasn't very good, so I got a few KOs. I mean, obviously a bit of a delay, nothing too crazy, but I mean, it's definitely playable for fun, but I would not use this to play competitively, at least not in its current state. I don't know if it'll ever get to that point, but hey, I had a blast and winning's fun. Up next, we're trying out Final Fantasy 16. So this is a game I already beat and just wanted to check out one of the boss battles and see how it did. Man, this just looks super cool, playing it on a small screen that I can play anywhere. Very cinematic, and it looks fine and great on this 8-inch LCD screen, even though it's only HD and 1080p. Again, it takes me a second to get back to the controls, but yeah, not really much of a delay, not many stutters here. I think it kind of had a good connection at this point. And yeah, this game just looks great on the screen. I'm sure there's like milliseconds of a delay here, but worked really well, ran great, looks great. Alright, now for some Demon Souls. So, I haven't played this in a minute, but I wanted to make sure that it was set to performance. Obviously, there's no point in cinematic here because it's not going to be 4K. Performance is the way to go with this game anyways. And, alright, so far so good. I'm also a little rusty, but trying to deflect here obviously didn't work out, but I think part of that is me just haven't played this game in a while. After I beat it, I kind of put it away. Not bad. A little bit of a delay. And here I'm going to attempt parry. Nope, didn't work out. One more time. Gotcha. Alright, so very doable as long as the connection holds. And man, this game just looks great. Look at this. Beautiful game on the PS5, looking great on the Portal. Alright, so right now, very little bit of stuttering going on and business as usual with this game, you know. Once you get a feel for it again, it seems to be running just fine. Here I actually took a break and put it down, and very interesting going from that and then jumping, holding the Switch is, oh, now the Switch just feels like a phone. So as funny as this looks, it feels great, and it's hard to go back. Up next, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, one of my favorites. Huge FF7 fan. Cinematics look amazing on this screen.
You're coming with us, nice and easy.
Yeah, not really much of an issue. I mean, this game automatically has some kind of like stuttering to show the impacts of the hits. And it feels good. Looks great. Not much of a delay. Again, just the visuals, having them in a portable device is pretty sweet. Let's take out some more soldiers.
Freeze! Move and we shoot. Go ahead.
Get some braver. Yeah, Feels great. Not really any issues here whatsoever. Slight stuttering, but barely noticeable. Yeah, looks good. Now for some Yakuza 0, getting a little bit of a stutter. This is actually a PS4 game running on the PS5. Trying to make my way through the Yakuza series currently, and it's already a little bit of a clunky game. So I don't know if that has something to do with why the delay might feel a little bit worse right now. It seems to be picked up again. Really fun series, and I'm excited. This is probably the first game I beat on the Portal, actually. Trying to get through it, but yeah, a little clunky, not too bad. I think at this point the Portal's connection was stuttering a little bit. All right, now we got some Stray, which is everyone's favorite cat game. Looks gorgeous. You definitely notice when it pauses because it looks so good. I guess you're looking at it more intensely. Holding up pretty well. This is a really good looking game. Again, the screen looks awesome. So it's not OLED, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but I mean, it's a really great LCD screen. Now let's go ahead and power off the device. You just bring up your screen, you go to disconnect, tap that, and then here's the important part. You definitely want to set your PS5 to rest mode before disconnecting. That way you can reconnect at any time right after without having to put it in rest mode. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll be doing a full honest review video of the PlayStation Portal coming soon. And in the meantime, I did figure out some hacks and tips that might help you guys get a better connection that I found out after recording this video. So if you want to see that, just click over here.